Our members make the economy run from our perspective. We have folks who load the suitcases on the planes. We have folks who protect the doors in multi-billion-dollar buildings. We have workers and members that clean the floors, clean the restrooms, and empties the trash to make sure that things are presentable for those who are working as office professionals in the high-tech industry or in the commercial office industry. We're the folks that make sure that the day-to-day operations of multi-million-dollar industries work. We believe that we're the backbone of the economy here in California in the service sector.
And so we need to make sure as service workers, an organization that represents service workers, that we are building a foundation that's sustainable and has longevity and influence as we continue to move forward. Because we know what can happen when you lose that voice in the workplace. We know what can happen when you don't have that voice in the workplace, because we've all been there.
Corporate boardrooms have disenfranchised a lot of working men and women like our members. When you have a corporation exploiting their workers, again, you're not just exploiting those workers, you are exploiting those workers' children, and you are taking away from that family's foundation to basically keep these workers from having a voice, from standing up, from taking action collectively to be able to improve their lives.
We have a history of taking on national immigration fights. We have a history of taking on issues like wage theft. So I can think of a few. I can think of when in 2008, janitors rose up and struck for 10 days so that the jobs here in Silicon Valley and the East Bay and Sacramento and all across the state in California could be better jobs so that we could have healthcare for everyone that's in our union.
Labor is the last line of defense for working people throughout this country. And we need to protect that last line of defense, not just protect it, but build on it as well. We're only strong when we act as a 40,000 member organization that we are statewide. When we can find and we can capture that power, then we have to use that power to really have influence on those who are most marginalized, because winning a good contract is part of what we have to do, and it's part of the DNA of our organization. But winning on behalf of all working people is much bigger.
We are fighting with the consciousness that income inequality and racial injustice are systematic issues that we need to take on, and that we need to win on both fronts, because that's who we are as a union. When we merged to form one union, when we merged as security officers and janitors, as immigrant workers, Latinos, as African Americans, as Asians, as whites, all coming together and saying we are all part of the same fight.
We chose to build across difference. It's okay to have a different language. It's okay to be a different color. We believe that that's our strength in organizing our members around what it means to be diverse, and acknowledging the difference we believe builds power for workers.
America is the land of opportunity. That is why my parents came here, and that's why a lot of our members and workers have come to this country. It is up to every single one of us to do what we can, to come together as a collective, as a people.
Well, we believe in the American dream, and these jobs in the service sector industry being jobs that you can raise a family on, that you can provide a better future for your children, that they can go to school, be the next great innovators of our country, the next leaders in our community.
Especially as a son of a union member, that when I see our members with their children, I see the future. Because I was one of those children of the union members who's now the president of this organization. And I think making sure that the next generation is invested in what we're doing now, so we can be able to continue to build in the future, is really important.